So they'll have to face James Harden, the unstoppable player right now, without LeBron James. Rockets, Lakers coming up. The tip is next after this message and a word from our ABC stations.
Another 50-plus triple-double.
Harden gets right, shoots for the win. Fell down. Harden with a cold-blooded three.
He and Wilt Chamberlain are the only players in NBA history with back-to-back 55-point games.
Hard blows past James and throws it down.
It's a great day to be a Rocket, baby.
Stevenson throws it up quickly and nails it. Play that guitar, Land.
That was awesome, man, with a capital A.
Reverse.
Get a stop.
James Harden from downtown. Here comes Paul. Throws it up. Kuzma throws it down.
Ooh, that dunk was sick, boy.
Impressive move from James Harden.
James Harden's a problem for everybody.
Come on, stay on him right now. Winning time right now. Let's go.
I do this for a living. I have fun with it.
We got to keep going, man. Finally getting our rhythm. I swear.
Boom, boom, boom.
Welcome to our NBA Saturday Primetime on ABC. It's presented by HyperX Gaming. A sellout crowd at the Toyota Center to watch James Harden and the Rockets face off for the third time this season against the Los Angeles Lakers. Let's take a look at our starting lineups. And for the Lakers, again, still no LeBron James and still no Rajon Rondo. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in the backcourt with Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, Kyle Kuzma is coming off a 32-point game, and Tyson Chandler for Luke Walton and the Lakers. And for the Rockets, Eric Gordon returned from injury last game. They're happy he's back. James Ennis missed last game. They're happy he's back. And Austin Rivers helping out since being acquired a couple of weeks ago. And the starting lineups brought to you by Taco Bell. What will he do for an encore? Is proven tough. Brought to you by Duralast. Can the Lakers defense be tough?
Well, they're playing different. They're going to deny Harden the ball, and then they're going to have their center Tyson Chandler not even close, just dare shots. It's worked sometimes. There's been some misses. On that one, James Ennis knocked it down. I'm interested to see if the personnel change.
Start on the road for the LA Lakers, led by Kyle Kuzma with 20 points in the opening 12 minutes.
20 points and just continues to make plays. One-on-one on the top. Nene, no, knocks down the long ball. Lakers up 13 and to 1.
Tonight's Rising Stars brought to you by Mountain Dew Ice. Kyle Kuzma
And Lonzo Ball setting the tone for this Laker team on the road. Kuzma aggressive, 20 first half points, and Lonzo Ball doing a great job of being aggressive, but more importantly, setting up his teammates with timely passes and making the right decisions in transition.
First time a Lakers had 20 points in a first quarter. 22 points for Kuzma. Lakers by 19.
NBA Saturday Primetime, presented by HyperX Gaming, is brought to you by State Farm. Talk to an agent today at 800-STATE-FARM.
And an excellent first half for the Lakers and a rough first half for the Rockets comes to an end. We've got the Metro by T-Mobile halftime coming up. Michelle, Paul, Jalen, and Chauncey. Kuzma, 20 points to the first quarter, 24 for the half. And the Lakers, a sensational opening 2 quarters on the road. Lonzo Ball with 9 assists as well. Halftime here at the Toyota Center. Lakers 64, the Rockets 46. Metro by T-Mobile halftime coming up.
Be interesting to see how his role modifies when LeBron James returns, because while it's an era positionless basketball, in theory they both playing a lot of minutes at the power forward spot. You see him with the jab step and knock down the jumper. That was the catch and shoot one-on-one. Put the nays on his heels, knocks down the three, so he has a real offensive repertoire.
You're watching NBA Halftime, presented by Metro by T-Mobile.
Our first game today, Thunder Sixers. We'll go to the fourth right away. Thunder up 2 off the steal. Russell Westbrook with the ball.
Blow the whistle.
Joel Embiid. Westbrook not happy about this.
A lot of weight coming down.
Hold me back.
I mean, am I wrong? But Embiid.
That was accidental.
Yeah, later tie game.
That was accidental play.
Schroeder turns it over with Jimmy Butler there.
OKC
trap right
almost single-handedly gave this game away until look who comes to the rescue.
Yes, clutch. Paul George with the 3. Gets the foul. He had 31 on the night. Last chance. Philly did have one final shot.
Save Russ from that bad foul against Embiid and Schroeder for that turnover.
Thunder with the win. Russ and Embiid after the game had some words.
And they both play with passion as well. They let it be known that they may not actually love every opponent they go against, which is refreshing.
Let's see what Kuzma's got second half coming up.
NBA Halftime is presented by Metro. Catch all the action anytime, anywhere on a great nationwide network that covers 99% of people in the U.S. Metro by T-Mobile. That's genius. This presentation of NBA Saturday Primetime, presented by HyperX Gaming, will continue after this message and a word from our ABC stations.
Welcome back. It's our NBA Saturday Primetime, presented by HyperX Gaming. The food court. A terrific stop here at the Toyota Center in Houston. As at halftime, the Lakers leading the Rockets 64-56. An outstanding opening couple of quarters on the road for these young Lakers, still playing without LeBron James and doing a nice job. Yeah. It's just sensational as we look at our intelligent look driven by Nissan.
Well, the game plan, daring other guys not named James Harden to take and make shots. They zone the area. Good initial defense. They're not going to close out the guys. And time again, that first half, we saw Houston Rockets players talking about how you defend James Harden. Laker team trying pretty much everything. Stand on one side, try to defending without fouling, but he puts so much pressure on your defense that you have no choice in his ability to finish.
And you have to resist the temptation, like Lance Stevenson does here, to reach in. Such strong hands that leads to him getting three-point play opportunity.
And at the three-point line, you talked about that dangerous step back and shoots it with consistency. This is a tough shot for anybody. And I'm like you, I love the fact that Hope didn't look.
Lonzo Ball back in the locker room after really rolling his ankle. Didn't step on anything, but watch that left ankle roll all the way down. He could not put any weight on it whatsoever after staying down. He fell right away in a lot of pain and had to be helped off by his teammates. Obviously, we'll get an update, pass it along. Josh Hart comes back.
Crowd excited. Rockets getting stops defensively. And James Harden knocks down the transition 3.
And somebody just got ejected.
In the third. Rockets trail by as many as 21, but they've cut it to 4 as we head to the fourth. The NBA Saturday Primetime, presented by HyperX Gaming, continues after this message and a word from our ABC stations. Time to check out who's owning the block, brought to you by H&R Block. It's Lance Stevenson.
It's Lance Stevenson, Brooklyn's own, Brooklyn's finest, Lincoln High School's finest. Playing with an edge, does not matter who's guarding him, making plays and playing that funky music. I think he's playing Happy Birthday, Jeff Van Gundy. That's Stevie Wonder's edition.
Did you say Lincoln High's finest? That means the...
It starts on the defensive end, forces the turnover, and how about the killer crossover in transition? I call that blessing to Pope.
NBA Saturday Primetime is presented by HyperX Gaming. We're all gamers.
It's our NBA Saturday Primetime, presented by HyperX Gaming. All right, now let's take a look at tonight's player resume, brought to you by Indeed. James Harden, 30 points, 19th straight game. Only the great Will Chamberlain has it more, but it's the longest 30-point-plus streak in 55 years. There's Harden again. Back here in Houston, James Harden, 41. Kyle Kuzma, his second straight 32-point game, but with 5.7 remaining, the Lakers lead by 1. And obviously for the Rockets, if they don't steal on the inbounds, they have to foul right away.
Yes, and
to tie the game and force the extra 5 minutes. Caldwell Pope right there on him.
Yeah, but that's also the problem with Ingram putting his back to the his man. It makes the inbounds pass. He can put it right on the money versus having to throw it through somebody.
Overtime is next after this message and a word from our ABC stations. Welcome to the start of overtime, presented by AT&T for the Rockets and the Lakers. Each team, it's their second straight overtime game. Rockets lost in overtime, and the Lakers will call timeout. What a game here tonight in Houston, Texas. James Harden and the Houston Rockets now with a 2-point lead, clinging to it with 57.2 remaining. He scored 57 in the win against Memphis, 58 in the overtime loss to Brooklyn, and close to reaching 50 for the third straight game in what has been a magnificent stretch of basketball that very few of all. Brandon Ingram has been magnificent here in the overtime.
He's been special, and this is against good defense, but that's what the great scorers do. Your good defense does not overweigh my outstanding offense. Comfortable with the basketball, pressure or not, get into his spot and made timely shots and plays for this Laker team trying to close out a game.
And he was so quiet single night over the past 6 weeks. 48 more points. Rockets with a big win at home in overtime. They defeat the Lakers 138 to 134. So for our producer, Tim Corrigan, director Jimmy Moore, our outstanding ABC crew, of course, for Mark, Jeff, and Lisa, Mike Green saying thanks so much for watching here on our Saturday night primetime debut this season. Your late local news is coming up next, except on the West Coast. Thanks once again for watching NBA Saturday Primetime on ABC, home of the NBA Finals.